Hi there, my name is Amykins and I play things. Currently, I'm playing Minecraft on the Grownup Gamers server, and when they announced a server-wide event for Halloween, my ears definitely perked up. I am a really big Halloween fan. Costumes, decor, spooky puzzles, you name it. For this event, immediately the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney World came to mind as an inspiration point, and I got started building out some concepts in a creative world. Okay, so I have something fleshed out and creative now, and I know it's going to need a lot of room. But I still don't know exactly where I'm going to go with this yet. I have a lot of really good ideas about what more I want to do with it, but I don't quite know where they're going to go. In the meantime, I can start terraforming and clearing some space out. The server has an area called Halloween Town, which is where everyone is putting their builds for Halloween, and I can get started with some terraforming. So let's go. So terraforming is done. And like I said before, this build is pretty much done in creative. I've used Lightmatica to create a schematic so we can see what materials we have to gather to make this thing a reality. Okay, so reviewing my schematic from the creative world, this is a lot of stuff. I better get to gathering. I'm back from my trip to find cobwebs, and I got some diamonds that I was about to fortune. The final thing I have to gather is Skulk. Step 1. Put on your backup gear so you don't lose your precious netherite stuff. Maybe grab a few enchanted apples and night vision potions too. Step 2. Travel through a super long nether tunnel to the ancient city you and your friend Fracture raided a while back. Step 3. With a great deal of caution and being as quiet as possible, start mining Skulk blocks. Step 4. Realize that you and Fracture did a pretty good job of clearing the city of Shriekers and start mining with more confidence. Step 5. Discover a chest you apparently missed on the first sweep of the city that has some pretty decent loot. Step 6. Become overconfident and start running around without abandon, gathering extra materials while you're here, because why not? Step 7. Trigger a Shrieker. I got cocky. Step 8. Decide to quit while you're ahead and get the heck out of there. Every single one of these 20 shulker boxes is pretty much full. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest Minecraft build I have ever attempted. I think that means it's time to get started building. Wish me luck. Well, that sure was a lot of building. But wow, I am so happy with how that came out. It looks so good. Obviously, I still have quite a bit of terraforming or, adding grass and decorations, making sure that the lighting actually looks good instead of torches just standing everywhere. Let's check out the back. I'm probably going to put like a tree in here, definitely a bunch of foliage and stuff, but I love the little graves. I love this open grave, this open coffin. I think it's so cool. And then we've got a mausoleum back here with a coffin in it. And you can ignore that for a moment. Yeah, just ignore that. Just ignore that trapdoor for a moment. And then back here, we've got some stables. Oh, and while I was building, I found a zombie spawner, and I already have some really cool ideas for that. I'll get to that in a moment. Hey, skelly horses. That was quite a build, but there's still a lot left. Lighting, detailing, interior, and something extra. Let me tell you a bit more about the secrets this house is going to hold. As I mentioned before, I was really inspired by the Haunted Mansion at Disney World, but in particular, there was one part of the Haunted Mansion that became my inspiration, the focal point that I wanted to build around, the elevator that brings you to the actual ride part of the mansion. So I designed an elevator, and then I built a house around it. The key question, though, where exactly does that elevator lead? I started thinking about what kind of ride experience I could come up with within the limits of Minecraft, but I pretty quickly ditched the idea of an actual ride and started leaning towards a series of rooms that you could walk through and experience. very much like a traditional haunted house experience. It wasn't until later when I showed my progress to my fiance and he suggested that the rooms that I had already designed were kind of telling a story that the concept for this haunted mansion really started to coalesce for me. This mansion would have a dark past, and I would tell the story of that past through the whole house, with the decor, with hidden journals and stories inside those journals, and with the underground experience. The exact story I'm telling is still in progress, we'll say. I have a general idea of what happens, but there are definitely some details that need fleshing out. I'm hoping that as I keep building and keep decorating, that some of those details will reveal themselves to me. I still definitely have a ways to go. It is great to get all of the interior and the bridges redone and some new trees put in. It definitely helps to start bring this mansion to life in exactly the way I need to keep going. All right, heading into the house. Here we have the library and the kitchen. Here's one of the bedrooms. Here's one that's a little bit more decorated, so you can kind of see what I'm going for. And we've got the attic. Now, obviously, some of these rooms are more decorated than others, and I will bring you back to show you when it's all fully decorated, but I did want to give you an idea of what I've got so far. And here is the focal point of the house. Oh, and look at that. There's a button. I wonder where it goes. Okay, so this looks cool, but it doesn't quite lead anywhere just yet. But we're going to change that right now. This has been quite a project. I could not tell you how many hours I have sunk into this thing. I know it has to be more than 40 because when I added up just the length of my replay recordings alone, it was nearly that amount, and that's not even counting time spent planning and a lot of the gathering materials time I didn't record. It's a lot. And I've gotten so much done. I know I have, but there is still so much left to do. And then on top of that, I'm editing this video together, and that's a lot of work too. It is mid-October, and I would like to have this done before Halloween, but I am just flagging. I'm tired. I'm so proud of what I've done so far, and I can't bear the idea that I have done all of this work only to just let it sort of fall flat at the end. So I gotta try. I have some ideas to refuel the creative batteries, but I do this. My eyes are bigger than my stomach, creatively speaking. So I come up with these ridiculous project ideas, and then I get halfway through and go, what the heck have I committed to? But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. I guess if I don't manage to do this, you will probably never see this video. In that case, I'm talking to no one. All right, back to it then. So there's been a bit of a interesting development. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to show you without it being a problem. We're going to find out. Hello, cleric. Oh, yep. Okay. Yep. I did not want that to happen. Cool. Yeah, you're just stay locked up. Anyway, that's the cleric. I just discovered him in a hole in the wall that I hadn't lit up, and I have a feeling he's going to help us bring this story to life. Or, as my fiance said, to unlife. Get it? You funny? You think you're funny?
Of course I do.
In the meantime, we're going to do something a little bit fun. You remember how I told you we found a zombie spawner not too far outside the build site? Now's when we're putting it to good use. We're going to be name tagging a whole bunch of zombies to stay in our build. I'm a little nervous about it. This first part's probably going to be fine. There we go. Oh, here we go. And for you? Please don't. I'd rather you not. You get a name tag. And you get a name tag. Single file, please. Here you go, I'll help you. Really hope they're all getting there safely. Oh my gosh, there's quite the backup here. All right, now the trick is I need to get these guys separated. There's like 2 chambers, and I need to get roughly half on one side and half on the other. This is the part that I don't think is gonna be so easy. Let's see if we can separate this crowd a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, the tricky part. Yeah, come on in, come on in. Where'd the baby go? Oh, God dang it. No, baby, no. Of course. No. What? How'd you get in here again? Oh. I knew this child was gonna be the worst. No! That's it. I'm tired of you. All right. I think I can safely call this army of zombies contained. It's all gonna make sense soon, I promise. Okay, there's another underground room that needs a monster, and that's this sort of jump scare situation I have rigged up here. Earlier, I caught a creeper in kind of a makeshift creeper farm, and now I gotta get it inside this thing. Oh boy. And he's in. Yeah, he's in. All right, now I just gotta test this out. It works perfectly. I love it. I love it so much. And I'm not a redstone person, and I designed this redstone myself, so I'm actually really, really proud of it. There it is. The Haunted Mansion. All built. It took so long to do all of the terraforming, but seeing how imposing it looks up on the hill, I think it was worth it. Really quick, before we go inside, there's this officially open sign. Please read first.
Welcome to the mansion. Feel free to explore, read the journals of the previous occupants, and take the elevator to the basement. But beware, this house has a dark past.
For the best experience, please leave your hat in the barrel to your left. So what happens is you put your hat in there, and then it takes it away. It sucks it away. But I kind of enjoy the idea that like, oh, somebody's going to put their hat in there and then panic because it's immediately gone. As I alluded to, this house has a dark past. One of the cool things is you can come into the library and look around, and it's also spooky and everything. And oh, hey, look, there's a chest. And in that chest are these books. This journal is the second journal by a character named Silas. Here I wanted this to be like carpet leading to the elevator area. I wanted to make it really clear that this is a focal point of the house. If you go to the left down here, we've just got like a nice little storage closet area. And then around to the right, we've got our kitchen. We've got some suspicious stew, rotten poisonous potatoes hanging out. Got a weird looking egg there. We've got our frog friends. And we've got another one of these chests with another journal by a different character named Cecilia. Heading on upstairs, we've got this bedroom here. And this is meant to be just a bedroom for the staff that lived in the house. So it's pretty Spartan, pretty spare. I like the little wardrobe with the candles. So we head up here. And we've got this area that I was hoping would look kind of like peeling wallpaper. And then we've got Cecilia's bedroom. I love this bedroom so much. I love the canopy here and how just naturally with Minecraft physics, the banners just sway in this way. It just looks so spooky and eerie and haunted. Like there really is something causing a breeze in this room that has no windows. Moving along, we can go up here and we've got an area to our right and an area to our left. This is our guest room where Silas stayed. This person was studying something, going through something mysterious. And so we've got some more spooky, mysterious things. And then we move on to this tiny little room here that goes up to the attic. I just love this attic. I don't know if you've noticed, but all of the windows have been tinted glass, except for these big stained glass windows. It's exactly the effect that I wanted because I think attics can look spooky even when you have daylight streaming through big open windows. We've got the particles and we've got the candles and we've got the armor and just all of these cobwebs, and I love it. I think it's really, really cool. So that's it for this wing of the house. And you might think, oh, that was all there was. But actually, as you come back down the stairs from this very obvious area, there's a slightly less obvious area for a second wing of the house. And I just love the decor of this side of the house. I love this sort of painting wall. And then we've got what I imagine to be tapestries. So here we have another of our mysterious chests. Here we see our first Walter journal. Walter is the man who lived in this room. I also really love the effect of the terracotta that makes this look like old wallpaper. It's got this kind of interesting, like, eyes are looking at you vibe. One of the other cool features about this is I was able to use these mini blocks in a way to represent bedposts, which is a suggestion given to me by a friend of mine while I was streaming. Be sure to check out my streams, by the way, if you would like to see more content like this. I'm on Twitch at Amykins Plays. So that pretty much does it for the interior of this house, except for one room, of course, the elevator. Shall we go down? If we walk out, we can't go back. The way is blocked. And if we walk this way, it sends the elevator right back up. So where are we? Clearly, this has been some kind of dungeon. There's blood all over the floor. There's blood on the table. A bowl of red liquid. And, I mean, I know in Minecraft terms we know this is beetroot, but looks an awful lot like a human heart, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Mr. Skull Candle? If we continue on down, I freaking love this room. This is the ritual room. We've got the floating candles. We've got the mini blocks all floating around. These brick blocks that seem to be just coming on out of the brick, like they're being pulled upwards by some mystical force. Got more of these hearts hanging around. The enchantment table with the book really lends to that whole mystical aspect. I think it looks really, really cool. And then if you head on in this direction, what exactly was summoned with this ritual? Are these teeth? And the idea is you're in the belly of the beast. Props to my fiance for this particular suggestion of adding something to look like teeth. So then you head into this belly of the beast area and head on through. And we come to this next area. The idea behind this room is that it's a space between worlds that's very uncanny valley. It doesn't feel quite right. It looks like reality. It looks like you're outside, but it's just not quite right. And then, oh my gosh, our lovely skeleton horse who is hanging from the ceiling. I really love that effect as well. So then we've got also the same crypt that we have in the graveyard upstairs. And if you go on through it, this has got to be one of my favorite rooms. Hello, creeper. I love how this turned out. It looks so cool. The timing is perfect. It's a small moment, but it's one I'm very proud of. And we've got our zombie maze. It's not much of a maze. I mean, you can find your way through pretty easily, but it does feel a little disorienting with all of this tinted glass everywhere. And then we head on through. And look who it is. It's our zombie cleric. Or should I say, Silas. This little guy ended up being the exact inspiration that I needed to flesh out the story behind the dark past of this house. From here, we drop down into this water stream. By all appearances, it looks like I have been hit with a slowness potion. That's at least what it looks like. And finally, the actual maze. I really, really love how the skulk looks, especially when it's in mass quantities like this. Like, it definitely has that very, like, glow in the dark, eyes in the walls feel. And also, this makes for such an excellent maze block because, honestly, I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to do this maze. And I built this maze, but every single time I take at least one wrong turn. Ah, there we go. Just kind of an ordinary hallway. You come out inside of the crypt in the graveyard. And we've got this chest labeled My Final Account. This is why the slowness potion was there. The slowness potion was actually to camouflage this head going on your head at the same time. I'm having people put their hats in the chest when they enter this place because I want them to come out and they'll, oh, look, don't forget your hat. It'll be deposited there, and they'll take it out and they'll try and put it back on. And they'll see that they're a zombie. So, now that you've had the tour, let me tell you the dark story behind this house.
June 14th. It is with a heavy heart that I begin this new journal, for I returned to my childhood home a widow. The house is much emptier without Ma, as she always brought life to every room she inhabited. It has been over a year since her passing, but Pa is still an empty shell of a man. He spends most of his time sequestered in his... In truth, I'm not sure I'm eager to be settled here. This house has me discomforted, and Jules speaks of strange sounds coming from the basement. It does not help that Pa keeps inviting Cleric Silas to supper. Silas is odd, and not the best dinner company, but I suppose Pa could use a friend. And I am more and more unsettled by his presence and the effect he's having on Pa. The two of them have some secret together that they discuss in hushed tones, and they spend hours in the basement. At dinner, Silas speaks frequently of Jules has gone missing. Or perhaps Silas's bloody speeches have me paranoid and Jules has just left our employment? One day, they were doing their normal cleaning rotation and stopping. November 15th. Pa and Silas have been missing for over a day now. I thought they were just in the basement, but it is empty, and there has been nary a peep all through the house all night. Even the cook has not shown up this morning, though I am too beside myself with worry to eat. Oh, the horrors I have uncovered. I still do not know where Pa and Silas have gone, and much of what I read made no sense to me. I can only conclude that Pa lost his mind in his grief, and that Silas encouraged Pa's delusions. It is truly too terrible to say, but I will say it anyway. Pa and Silas murdered my poor Frank. I cannot comprehend it, and I dare not read his journal further, but I fear the two of them may be responsible for Jules's disease.
March 29th. Oh, salvation! There is much to celebrate, but I must not be too hasty and relax my intentions, for there is important work to be done. For years, his silence weighed on me heavily, and I confess my faith was sorely tested. For years I prayed, and I began to wonder if he had died, or perhaps abandoned this world. My worst fears and a path of restoration were revealed in a dream most prophetic. 2 weeks ago, he spoke to me, telling me of the manner of his death. I quite nearly despaired, but then he showed me a vision of holy texts hidden in a crypt some many miles away. When I woke, I feared it might just be a dream, but I immediately began my journey, and lo, the crypt appeared just as it had in my dream, in a private graveyard next to a grand mansion. In the dead of night, I climbed the gate May 16th. All advances smoothly. I have made my acquaintance with Walter, who turns out to be a pathetic soul in desperate search of purpose. I have hinted that I could give him that purpose, which of course is truth. He believes that he may see his late wife join him again, and of course he shall if we succeed. If not on this journey, then in the next life, presuming his wife ascended. May 21st. Finally, I have my hands on the holy texts. I must spend time translating and studying them in detail, but it is clear that the ritual must begin with blood. Fortunately, my assessment of Walter was an accurate one, and he is far less reluctant about the nature of these rituals than I feared. He's found inter mortus liber, and you must eat and drink of the flesh over many cycles of the moon to strengthen your spirit for the ritual to come. But be wary. Il vot oriri. Resurrection and transformation will follow, and untold greatness will follow. But be warned, Factum fieri infectum non potest. Est. Ex nihilo. September 2nd. My limited funds have now run out entirely, but he was wise to give me access to such a man with ample resources as Walter. In addition to a spare room, he has provided us with an ideal private working space and access to souls for the sacrifices we need to complete this rich forma. I must keep myself focused on raising him. He has appeared to me in another dream, encouraging me and promising me an elevated spot by his side once the ritual completes. I will stay focused. I can feel him call to me, and all has happened for a reason. All will glory in his greatness and in mine. All will cower and gaze upon me with awe as the being responsible for his return. Quorum non est memor.
March the 15th. Today marks a full year since my dearest Ada passed, and the world is still unbearable to look upon, knowing her smile is no longer in it. I can scarcely bear to wake in the mornings. Were it not for the thought of our daughter, Celia, well, I dare not even think what I might do. Cecilia's fool husband is certainly not capable of caring for her in the manner she deserves, but I despair, for even this thought is a weak tether indeed. I grow weary of writing. I have made the acquaintance of a holy man who speaks in riddles, and I cannot shake these riddles from my mind. He seems to speak of rituals of resurrection, and I cannot quite tell if he means to resurrect my soul, or if the resurrection is one more literal. I am sure it's the former, but even the smallest possibility that I could see my Adelaide again has me hanging on his every word. May 18th. Silas's holy riddles have begun to make a strange kind of sense. A life for a life, blood for blood. I have never before taken a life, but I believe I would do much and more to see Ada's face again, or to simply hear her sweet voice humming down the hall. 10th. Silas has requested. The bloody deed has been done, and I know my soul is stained by it, but I have no regrets. Cecilia wears all black as befits a widow, but I do not see the same grief in her eyes that have haunted my own for so long. Frank was truly a man without value, and a worthless husband to her, but in death he will provide the value that his life could not. I am not without a heart. Cecilia will find a new husband, and she will. There are moments when I consider what Adelaide would think if she could see me now, covered in viscera, consuming flesh, and speaking words I do not understand, but that scare me nonetheless. But thoughts of Adelaide lead me to where they've always led me. Silas says that the time has arrived. We will finish this tomorrow. I wish my soul felt more certain, but I have come far, far too far to turn away from it all now. Not when I could have her beside me in less than a day. I know not how I will explain her return, but I will find it. I can feel my mind slipping, so I will write quickly, because I feel it is vital that what has transpired is not lost. Please forgive any gaps or lapses. I will do my best. The cleric, Silas, and I performed a resurrection ritual that I was led to believe would bring my late wife Adelaide back to the world of the living. The preparation of this ritual required unspeakable acts, and the final words of the ritual were spoken by us last night. Or, I think it was last night. Truth be told, my grasp of time has slipped. It may have been a week or a year. Nonetheless, I must tell what transpired. I do not know if the ritual went wrong, or if Silas had deceived me all along, but I did see Adelaide again as the ritual completed, but in the most grotesque undead form. Despite my horror, I would have treasured her return, but she was ripped to shreds moments later as something indescribable and enormous seemed to grow or appear in front of us. I felt, as much as heard, an unholy shriek, and Silas and I fell through the teeth and into the belly of something so old and vast and horrific that to focus on it was like death itself. Silas appeared ecstatic, and was shouting about ascending, and then he disappeared. Indeed, everything disappeared, and then I was suddenly in a strange place outside. Perhaps in the past, for I saw the crypt from our graveyard, but the landscape was so different, and I saw strange beings floating in the sky. The sky was not our sky. It felt like some liminal place between states of being, so strange and otherworldly. From there, I was thrust into dark, strange hallways, and I began to see visions of monsters. I'm not sure how I escaped those twisting halls. I felt forever trapped, and the halls had so many twists and turns that I could barely see. At some point, I think I saw Silas again, but I don't think he made it out. I'm not exactly sure how I made it out either, but I know I did not return unchanged. I dared not leave the mausoleum without recording this account. The light from outside is hot, and my skin feels like to burst aflame, and my mind can barely make it from one thought to the next. I feel sure that it is only my guilt that has let me hold on this long. So much wrong that I have committed, only for it all to come to this end. Cecilia, if you ever read these words, know that I am sorry. I'm so sorry that I could not bring your mother back to you, and now I deprive you of a father as well. I hope you never come to learn what I have done to try to make this happen, for I now know it was a work of evil, and that I only deluded myself into thinking anything good or holy could come from it. The account is written, and my mind is nearly gone. I feel that the only good thing now I can do is walk into the burning light, whatever may come. Perhaps Ada will be waiting for me there.
Welcome to Halloween Town, which is not mine. But if you go over the bridge, then you can get to the thing I built, which I think is pretty cool. Hello,
Did you build the
welcome.
bridge?
I did. I built all the bridges.
Look at you. You're just a builder. This
Eh,
is like the perfect game for you. Okay, this is a nice, sufficiently spooky tree. I'm digging that a lot. Yeah,
it's
no,
supposed
this
to be
is cool.
rotten. Thank
No,
you.
it is rotten right to the
It
core.
looks very rotten. Which
It
is
does.
a compliment in this context, and only this context.
I'm doing this so now,
What are you-
now
why-
Alita can't come back.
You know, the
Ah!
reason I have those is so that you can actually walk up the steps without having to jump up. Because, because the mud, you sink into the mud block. The half slabs, don't work. And the stairs, don't work. So you have to,
So-
yeah.
Oh, right you are.
Also an awesome tree. Oh no, I'm caught in the spider web. Just leave me. Bye. I'll get out when I. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Is that your
You made
build
it.
straight ahead of me?
Yes.
Oh my god, it looks so awesome. I feel like we're the Goonies and we just went down to the water slide and we're seeing the ship for the first time. I'll be Sloth.
I
Alita
last
can
saw
be Chunk.
Goonies maybe 10, 12 years ago.
It's-
I liked it, but I don't
It's a
remember
great
anything.
movie. Okay, officially open. Please read first. I shall. Welcome to the mansion. Feel free to explore. Read the journals of the previous occupants and take the elevator to the basement. But beware, this house has a dark path. For the best experience, please leave your hat in the barrel to your left. What? You son of a... Oh, it disappeared! Oh my god, you stole my hat!
I promise you'll get it back. You'll get it back.
You stole my hat. What's in there? Ooh, a book. Silence.
2 of 3.
2 of 3. Are we supposed to take one of these?
Mhm.
How
I'm
much
gonna
does
take
the
Yeah, by all
order
means.
matter?
Yeah, you can take them.
What follows is my best translation of the key sections of what I am deeming the holy texts of resurrections. I'm getting like Children of the Corn vibes from this house already. This is a little bizarre. I'm scared. Someone else go first. Okay, I'll go first.
See, when I came in here,
I would recommend doing everything before you push. Oh,
Ah!
you can fly up, and I'll reset it if you want. But I would recommend, I would recommend doing the rest of it before.
My face.
Well, I found Cecilia's journal, 3 of 3.
Ooh.
Pa and Silas have been missing for over a day now. I thought they were just in the basement, but it is empty and there's been nary a peep through all the house all night.
Oh, these poor horses are so dead. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, is there one normal horse?
No. That would be funny, actually, though, if there was. Ooh. This is cute. Digging it. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh. Oh, there's stuff on the wall. Oh, that's kind of... I like that idea.
I
of the
wanted it to
texturing.
look like gross. I don't
No, it
know exactly what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's like scratches in the wall, or like the wall is infested, or but
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'm gonna...
Or
Yeah.
the wallpaper that's peeled away, maybe.
Oh, I like that too. I like that idea. I can only hope she may feel the same. Her letters become longer and warmer the more frequent all the time. This is a love story!
Yep.
He's a brother and he doesn't have a monastery or something to live in.
I know, what a stupid cleric. What a jerk. Oh my god.
What a
another-
Jarek. That's fantastic.
Frick the-
Cleric the jerk.
Oh, salvation! There is much to celebrate, but I must not be too hasty and relax my intentions. Oat VM, let's see, Latin.
I love that. Oh, Latin.
You can tell this is an American story because of the way they record the dates in their books.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is a big attic. Oh shit. Ah! Oh.
It's just
Armor.
an honest.
Oh wait, this is Walter. Silas's holy riddles have begun to... No, that's too much, right? Too much? Like a strange kind of...
Day.
A life for a life, blood for blood. Silas has requested access to our grounds and the graveyard. I believe to determine if Ada's death is one that would lend itself to rebirth. I think I shall grant it. Should I stop that?
No, I'm dying.
I love it. I love it.
So
What a deed
good.
has been done, and I know my soul is stained by. And it is fortunate that I do, or else I might find myself falling into sin with Cecilia's bedchamber so close to mine.
Yeah, he's gross.
He's really super gross. Maybe I should be like lecherous, like Cara Infirma. I must keep myself
Yeah.
focused on raising him.
No, you sound like Yoda.
No, well, kind of, but I'd be like, a beard he has in another day he has. Help! I can't. I'm slowly falling.
No,
Don't mind me.
look down. It looks so funny.
I love the art. The way
Yeah.
Yeah, the tapestries.
Little
Yeah.
mosaic tapestries and stuff.
Yeah.
Walter's register 304.
Oh.
The only thing that matters is having her back. I must believe that, or all is.
Oh, he is so conflicted. I actually kind of feel bad for Walter. I'm not gonna lie.
He's definitely a tragic character.
This is so
Yeah.
great. Like I love these rooms. Like these
So,
really did a lot of detail, and
Thank
these rooms
you.
are amazing. Oi, I'm down here. Are you coming? Is this basement time now?
Yeah. It's basement time now.
Oh,
wait.
shwang. I'm scared. Okay,
You can
ready?
do it.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to do
I
it. You jerk.
To be fair, you did it before.
I got quite nervous. When
Oh my god, what
I,
happened? Oh, you sons of these. My
Yep.
elevator.
It's
I
okay.
was quite nervous the first time I came through this because I had some important items on me and I saw I couldn't get back and I didn't have a big X.
Yeah, this is not actually a dangerous experience. It's
Yeah,
just spooky.
I
I
feel
meant
like
to ask you, what
might
is this? What?
That's a
knobhead
horse
is
skull.
this?
That's a skeleton horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
That looks
Okay.
awesome with the candles. I like that. This is really cool. This is very reminiscent of the. Oh, I like the chairs. These are nice. This is very reminiscent of the basement to the haunted church that I did a couple years ago.
Nice.
Should
Amy,
you
this
agree with me?
this room was definitely had the biggest wow factor for me of all the rooms down here
Yeah.
when I came through the first
It's.
time.
Yeah, I love
But
this
I
room.
also-
I love this down here. What's it called? The
The
mosaic.
terracotta.
Yeah, terracotta. Thank you. And the sounds, they're so scary. Everything floating. This is very cool. How did
Mhm.
you?
I love the beetroot as blood or organs or whatever.
You can
This
float
is
them.
really cool. I do like this room a lot. This terrifies me, and I don't want to go in there. So
Yeah, this.
Into the belly of the beast.
no, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm good. Let me know how it is in there. Bye. Love you, mean it. I'm gonna stay.
Come on.
Oh, hey.
Come on. Come on, go.
Okay, fine. The sounds in here, it's scary. You feel bad for who?
This dude.
Oh, Oh,
Also-
this is a cool ass room. Not gonna lie, I love this a lot.
Yeah, I like this room too. I like all the rooms.
Ow!
Did you
Stupid.
step on a wither rail? Oh,
Yeah, I did.
I will say one of the.
Ah!
that-
that is really cool. That's clever. Good job.
That took some doing. I'm really proud of it.
This is really crazy.
This
But also-
freaks me out.
Yeah,
the
I
first
don't
time.
like it
Yeah,
at
I was
all.
like, this is it for me.
Okay, this is craziness. Oh, get out of there.
This is Brother Silas.
It sure is.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, the cleric dude.
Oh, nice. Oh, Silas, I see.
Wait,
Oh. Did you give me slow? You jerk.
And check your inventory or your armor.
Oh, great. Oh, no, we all became zombies. This is really terrifying. Oh, look at your head. Whee. Amy, this was super cool and super impressive.
Thank you.
Please forgive any gaps or lapses. I will do my best. The cleric Silas and I performed a resurrection ritual that I was led to believe would bring my late wife Adelaide back to the world of the living. The count is written and my mind is nearly gone. I feel that the only good thing I can do now is walk into the burning light, whatever may come. Perhaps Ada will be waiting for me there. I'm gonna cry. Ah, burning!
Oh, there's no.
Yep.
You. Oh, there's a head in there too. Pardon my French, but that was fucking awesome.
Yay!
Yeah, no,
I'm
this
glad
was
you
amazing.
enjoyed it.
And
Yeah,
you get
it
your helmet
super
back.
was. I do get my helmet back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
That
Welcome
was
back.
Impressive. All of it. Just everything that you've done here was super cool. It was so gripping too. Like I was like honestly like, what is happening? What is Silas doing? So this house is definitely bigger on the inside. Because looking at it, it's not that
Yeah.
big on the outside. I mean, it's big on the outside, but not as big as what we just experienced.
You detailed it really well, especially the size of this.
Oh yeah, I love.
Yeah, it
I
took a
love
while.
the stripped wood too. That you have on places. It makes it actually look depth. It gives it depth.
What it reminds me a little of is last season there was a game where you were going through the sewers under spawn and solving a mystery, and this is that, but the detail you put in on having an exterior to it too, since it's not a sewer, kicks it up a notch.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, but oh my god, it was a lot of work.
Yeah, this was impressive. I really enjoyed myself.
Yay!
Thank you so much for showing it. This is really cool. It's just so well done. Like everything, like even like I said, the story and just it was so like chaotic too. Because like I was wondering why all the journals were out of order, but now it makes a lot of sense. And it's just it's very cool.
I really like that they're out of order because you're piecing together clues as you find them, which isn't always logically.
Well, thanks
just
guys
always
so
think-
much.
Yeah, thanks for showing it. Like I said, I really appreciated all of it. It did an amazing job. I mean,
Yay! Thank you.
easiest way to say it is you did an amazing job.
Now I gotta go edit a video forever.
Yeah.
That's all for today. Thanks for sticking around until the end. I know this ended up being a super long video, which I guess makes sense. This project completely consumed my life for a month and a half. But I'm so proud of how it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed watching it be built and seeing the end result. As I mentioned before, I cut a lot of the journals from the video, so I will be posting a link to the journal recordings in full in the video description. Definitely check that out if you're curious. There's a lovely sapphic storyline and a lot more flavor text, but with how long the video already was, I just couldn't fit it in. Let me know if you liked the build and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more. I have some other projects in the works, and in the meantime, you can find me occasionally streaming on Twitch, so stop by and hang out. Until next time.